Okay, hi everybody, we're back. So we've now added the kale, which we had in this bowl. So if you want to look down at the actual kraut that we're making, you can see that I've been crushing it for about 5 to 10 minutes now. And I just wanted to show, if you don't have a cabbage crusher, you can buy these online at culturesforhealth.com, but if you don't have one of those, you can certainly use a potato masher. So I'll put that down and I'll just show you. So you really want to crush this. You want to get in there and you want to just beat it down. And the volume will substantially decrease, as you can see. So when it looks about like this, the volume is much lower. You can see that the colors kind of changed from this more green, this more green leafy to, it's almost a yellowish color. That beautiful purple won't come until after it's fermented from the purple kale. So now I just kind of push down any leaves, any little pieces of cabbage that might have crawled up the sides. And this is a really important part. When you are fermenting this, it's going to expand a little bit because it does produce some gas. So you want to actually let it sit for just a second. A lot of the water is kind of coming out right now because of that salt that's in there and the breaking of the cell walls that we just did. So if we let that sit just a minute, we're going to add a little water. We want that water to cover just barely over the top. And then we want to put some weights on top, which I just use some handy jars. Now the metal part I don't want in the water because I don't want rust to get in there, so we'll just put those down in there like this. And that's going to help keep it from the expanding up above the water. We really want everything to sit right below. And then this is going to protect it. So right now I'm going to put these leaves on top. Okay. As you can see, I'm just kind of fitting them. And I'm going to pour, you can pour it on after, you can pour it on now, but I'm just going to pour some of that water. It usually takes about 1.5 cups, and you want to kind of push it down as you're doing that just to kind of see, do I have enough water? Because I really don't want too much, but I want it to be enough. Put a little over here. And that's looking pretty good. As you can see, as I'm pushing it down, when I put those weights on it, it's going to keep that cabbage below the water surface. You can see, don't be afraid to kind of get your hands in there a little bit. And then I'm going to put another leaf on top. See how when I push it down, keep pushing it down. Okay, and then let's put that last leaf on top that we saved. Cover up any spots that maybe are showing. That's going to protect it. Now when you are finished, in about 5 to 6 days, when this is done, you're going to want to take these leaves and discard them, put them in the compost. You're not going to eat these leaves. They'll be maybe a little bit moldy. If there's any little pieces of your sauerkraut that's popped up over the leaves and there's a little bit of mold, just discard them. This product is totally fine even if there's a little bit of mold. And the reason is the good bacteria basically keeps out the bad bacteria, keeps it from growing. So even if there's a little bit of mold, you take it out, that's it. That's all there was. And you'll be fine. Okay, so I'm going to put these weights that we created on top, and I'm going to just kind of push them down so that they're really getting that water just kind of over the surface. As you can see, it's a little bit of a labor-intensive process making this, but you will not be sorry. And as you can see, that's pretty good. The water's come up a little bit. The next thing you do is you put a lid on this. Okay, that is just the right amount of, exhausting, allowing it to exhaust. And then what I do is I take a dark towel, but we'll just kind of use this for an example. I put this over and I put it in a warm spot in my kitchen. Do not refrigerate this yet. Put it in a warm spot for 5 to 6 days. Then discard those outer leaves, put it into jars, and put it in your fridge. I just use an old other fermented food jar, okay? And then I put that in my fridge like that. And then I take it out and I eat about 2 forkfuls for starters a day. Believe it or not, sauerkraut tastes fabulous with like everything. You can put it on burritos, you can put it on pizza, you can put it on the side of things. It's really, really a great product and it tastes wonderful and it gives you so many benefits. It improves the immune system, helps build the healthy flora in your lower gut, and it might even improve your skin and your blood sugar and your cravings for sugar. So that's it. I hope you enjoy making your own raw kale sauerkraut.